is going on, guys? So today I want to show you the Nissar wireless doorbell system. Now this is pretty cool, very easy to use and very easy to deploy. So inside the packaging, you've got the two wall units, which are going to be the actual doorbell ringers themselves. You can use one or you can use both, totally up to you. Then you have the actual doorbell itself, which you're going to mount by your front door or wherever it is that you're planning on using this. It's got some installation stuff. You got some sticky pads here. You also have some heavier duty if you want to mount them into the wall there, and then you have your instruction manual here as well. Very straightforward. This guy is very easy to use, but let me get it kind of turned on and get it all set up and ready to go, and I'll give you guys a quick demo on how this actually works. Okay, now when you first get the package, it comes pre-installed with a battery, but you do just basically pop this top off here, and you're going to see that it does take a CR2032 battery. Now, this is going to last you a good long time without much of an issue at all. It's going to last you, I think the battery will last for 5 years. Very straightforward, because really all you're doing is sending a signal out with this little transmitter, and the receivers, which are plugged into the wall outlets, are what are actually going to have, but they have power because they're plugged into the wall outlet. Now, one of the things I like about these is that you're going to plug these into your wall outlets, but it still gives you a plug here on the front. So you're not going to actually lose that initial plug. You're going to actually still be able to plug things into it, which is convenient. So you could put this behind lamps or behind, anywhere that you have other things plugged in, and you still have yourself a plug, which is super convenient. Once they're plugged in, it looks just like this. You've got your little indicator right here. You push the button, and the doorbell rings, just like that. Very straightforward. You get a little blue light indicator here. You can adjust the volume controls on these guys as well, okay? You can turn up the volume, make them louder, make them quieter, and it's it's literally that simple, very straightforward. Now, this thing can work up to 1,000 feet away, right? So you got 1,000 foot, 300 meter range in open space. Obviously, the more walls it has to go through, you have to keep that in mind. Now, the transmitter itself is IP55 dust and waterproof or water resistant, so you definitely, you don't want this thing to just get, you don't want to submerge it, but it should be able to handle being outside and things like that, which is great. Get the little LED flasher. You can change the different sounds. It has 5 different volume levels, 3 different melodies that you can play. Very straightforward, very easy to use. You can even have the volume set to 0 and just have it flash, which is very convenient if you wanted to put one of these in maybe, let's say, a baby's room or in a kid's room or an area where you're trying to keep quiet, but you wanted to get that visual that somebody was pushing the button. You can have it do that as well. So tons of functionality here. Again, super easy to set up. Again, all the different controls are right here on the side. So if you push this button, the center button here, it's going to test. You're going to be able to hear the volumes. Those are the volumes. Then you can up and down, you can adjust all the different settings. Wow. So there's some very interesting ones, as you guys can hear, but there are 38 different melodies that you can choose from. So very cool little devices. Again, super easy to set up, great price, and it just works. It's just something very simple. One interesting way that you can use this, and one of the ways that I'm going to be using this in particular, is because I have 2 of these, I'm actually going to use this not as a doorbell, but as a summoning bell for my kids. I'm going to put these 2 transmitters, or these receivers, in their bedrooms. And then I'll have this down in the kitchen, and when I want to call them down, I can just push the button. It'll ring in their rooms, and they know to come down for dinner and things like that instead of having to yell up to the rooms. So very convenient. Lots of different things you can do with this. Super versatile and very easy to set up. But guys, if you're looking for something like this, definitely consider checking this one out. But as usual, I hope this video was helpful for you, and I'll see you guys in the next one.